Tucker Carlson has decided to team up with Steve Bannon, two guys who clearly at various points have utterly despised Donald Trump but make millions by pretending not to. And they're very concerned about fraud on this day. Take a look.
For the last year and a half, the whole conservative media has been cowed into ignoring what's really obvious, which is we should not have electronic voting machines. They don't work, they're not more efficient. They're not better at counting, and they don't produce the result faster. The only reason to have electronic voting machines is if you want to subvert them. It's insane that we have them, and no one feels free to say that. So I want, and I think I've been proven right on this. We have every reason to be suspicious of electronic voting machines, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Again, I will never get tired of this guy claiming that every single thing he says that thousands of other people have said is something you're not allowed to say, and he's a very brave boy for saying it. Can you imagine if I ended every statement I make on the show by saying, and I'm the only one who will say it, you should admire me? Deeply pathetic, but unfortunately it works, so I guess the joke is on us. But anyway, he's there speaking with recently released felon Steve Bannon about the supposed voter fraud that they will falsely claim allowed the Democrats to steal the election because both of them support a violent overthrow of the US government. Tucker Carlson, a guy who has previously called Donald Trump a destroyer, who he can't wait until he no longer needs to pay attention to. Whoops, now I need money, so I guess I'm okay with Trump ushering in a fascist state. Steve Bannon, by the way, is the guy who, in the wake of Trump losing the last time, said what Trump's gonna do, this is on tape, what Trump's gonna do is just declare victory, right? He's gonna declare victory, but that doesn't mean he's a winner. He's just gonna say he's a winner. It's gonna get wild. That is what Bannon said. Bannon just admitted the game after 2020, and now he's running it back because there were no consequences to him other than a brief stint in jail for the election lies they told last time. And so they're just doing it again, JR. Isn't that fun for them?
It's actually weird about how easily and transferable Steve Bannon's lines were about what they're gonna do. It was further than that. Check out what Mother Jones had on audio and how they were laughing about exactly what he's gonna do. He goes, it doesn't matter if he wins or not. And even more so now, they actually kind of wished and thought he would win in 2020, but it was close, as all these are. So it was straight to, we need a plan B. Man, there's a reason why Mike Pence's life was on the line on January 6th. He was one of the last few holdups left that didn't do their job. Literally, it's what they say. JD Vance sat in panels and said, yeah, well, I'll fulfill my duties and do what Donald Trump tells me to do. Of course, That's what I'm here for. They never answer what happened to Mike Pence. He just didn't do his job. That's what they said. Not he did not represent the country. He didn't do anything. He didn't do what Donald Trump told him to do over all the people in the country. He wants to disenfranchise this many votes. And no one stops and says, yo, so it doesn't matter to you guys what happens in this election. As a matter of fact, this is just my assumption. I think they kind of want to lose so that they think it's more fun to attack the country versus just win outright. And then say, yo, people actually voted us in. Because then, they'd have to have some responsibility to people. They don't want that. The responsibility is only to this guy. So they want this aspect of it. There's just a problem. And maybe this is me being crazy. They think no one else. They think as soon as they launch this hate, violent campaign of physical and terroristic nature, that people are just gonna go, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's interesting. I could see it going either way. If the guy they want wins, then they get lower taxes. If Harris wins, then they get an even bigger audience for their conspiracy theories for 4 years. So they sort of make money on either end, I think. The people listening to their show get screwed in one of those circumstances, but obviously they don't care at all about that. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?